Hi, this is Dr. Jennie Mitchell, and I want to welcome you to the Information Technology class. This is a combined class, which means it's a pretty big class, and we're going to be working in groups. And to give you an overview, we're looking at the front page here, and if we scroll down, you'll see that your textbooks are on the right-hand side. All of our textbooks are free. We can get to them either through the virtual ebook section of our library, or the links here are provided so that you can click on it and review it. I'm going to start out just by doing a little overview. I'm going to go into the content section. First of all, I tend to probably give you more than you need to complete the class. I like to give you a lot of variety of things you can do, and sometimes this can be overwhelming. So I want to make sure that I go through this and help you understand how I've organized the course. The Getting Started feature, we're going to be working with a lot of these links on the first day of class. And you'll notice that I have a lot of extra resources because I'm not sure which group project that you want to work on. So I try to show those, and we'll be going through those on the first day of class. If I click on week 1 here, the thing I want you to notice is that for every week of work, we have an overview. The overview is your ticket to understanding the major points that you should be picking up in your reading. Also, it's going to go over the type of homework that you need to complete and give you some links that will help you do that. I also, as I work through this, add things like if you need help with APA or looking at an APA Microsoft Word paper, that sort of thing, as well as show you a lot of videos. I like videos, so I put videos in here to show you how to do things like creating a pivot table, creating a slicer, creating a dashboard, animating a chart. Popular, as you can see here, animating a chart that actually brings the audience's eye to a certain specific point that you need to make. I also, as we go through the course, if you have something difficult or something that you find challenging, if you ask me to, I'll add a video. As you can see here, this was newly added, and you'll see here where we have a slicer that drives multiple pivot tables. So essentially what I'm doing when I'm working through this overview is making sure that you get off to a good start. So if you look here under every table of contents, and they're broken out by weeks, you're going to have an overview. So if I go to week 2, here's the overview. Always start there. So start there even before you start reading the assigned material. Basically, you're trying to integrate your readings, your experience, your new experience that you might gain by doing explorations, and the I guess you would say even the peer experience. So your group that you have essentially is going to increase your knowledge just by sharing some of their experiences. So we actually do learn from each other. If you work through this, you'll see that each of these that have an overview, if I go into this as an example, they have a similar look and feel. It basically will tell you the type of reading you need to work on. It may have some shared input from things that I have from my experience. And I also want you to notice that there are times where NFP students will be asked to do one thing, and OL students will ask to do another. If you're an independent student, you can choose which of those areas you want to work on. They have some similarity, but there's a lot of difference between how an OL might be using the cloud, for example, and how not-for-profits might be using the cloud. If you go down here, then your actual assignments at times will be different. So for example, here is NFP students exploring 2 technologies. OL students are also exploring 2 technologies, but they have a little more direction in the way I want them to go. And also, just so you know, I have put in a request that all of the students get access to the MSDNAA. Essentially, that's a Microsoft partnership, and what I want you to do is work with Visio, either 2013 or 2016. I want you to know that if you're a Mac user, we have some alternative assignments, but Visio is a great resource. And in fact, when you, if I move forward here and go to our technology project, the final project that you're going to be working on, you'll see here we have an overview, a team technology project plan, and essentially I've actually requesting that you as a group work in Visio to work through a cause and effect diagram. This will help you brainstorm the kinds of things that you can do for a common problem. And we're going to be actually working a little bit with this the first day of class. So this won't be totally new to you, but I did create a video that I hope will help you see how to make this work for you. So as we move on down here, between our project, you'll see that I'm now into week 5. Actually, let me go back to week 4, because in week 4, that's when we're actually also doing our webinar. I do not require every group to be together in their webinar. In fact, what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be doing our webinar essentially just your group. So we're going to have 6 groups. So we will set up 6 different times, and you will only need to be there for your group webinar. So hopefully that'll help you, basically concentrate on your group's efforts, and you won't have to spend extra time. And this is a large class, so we're trying to make this work so we're most productive with our time. If I go on to week 5, again, you see overview and then your assignments under there. Week 6, you'll see the same thing, your overview and your assignment. And week 7, and by the way, there is a draft of your paper that I require in week 7. That essentially what you'll do is do some kind of color coding so I know which person contributed to each part of the paper. And then, of course, week 8 is when you do your presentation and submit your final paper. Just so you know, if I go back in here in overview, I have created just a summary of your project here, and it shows by date and time, or date and each week what the assignment is due, just to summarize. It's the same thing that you also see in your syllabus. So that although this is a large class, I don't see any issues. It is important that you support your group by doing the work as required, but I think you're going to learn a lot. We're going to actually be making a dashboard at the first day of class. We're going to walk through it, and I think you're going to enjoy it quite a bit. So I welcome you to the class, and I'm looking forward to talking to you soon.